So now I get to welcome our amazing Family Ministries Director, Tori Herman, to the stage. Tori organizes and runs all of our kids' programming here at Life Church. She's a wonderful person who leans wholeheartedly into the care and creation of relationships and programs and spaces that care for our kids and youth here at Life Church. It's a big job, and she needs our help and support to do it. So I'm glad she's joining us today to show us how we can support families, and that's what I received to read, but I will personally tell you, Tori is amazing and wonderful and just such a benefit to this church, so I appreciate you.
There's too many gadgets, so we have to have a stand and a clicker. You guys, I'm not cut out for this. Good morning. Thank you, Holly. Thank you so much for that introduction. I'm Tori, and I love that I get to be the Family Ministries Director here at Life Church. I have worked with kids my entire life. My mom did daycare in her home, and you guys, I've been around kids my entire life. It is what I do. I much prefer to be back in the hallway with the kids than standing up here. But I'm here. Today I'm going to speak to you about our kids, our babies and our toddlers and our preschoolers, kids who are in elementary, the tweens, and our teens. They are all wonderful humans who grace us with their presence every Sunday morning. They actually really like to be here. If you look outside, don't because you need to stay in here, but if you look outside, their middle schoolers and elementary kids are all just playing together right now, and they are just having a really great time. Tons of laughter. I opened the door, and they're like, "Go away!" I was like, "Okay, you're having too much fun." That's a great thing to see. Okay, I'm also talking about our parents who lean in and who are with our kids every single day and who do their very, very best. And our amazing volunteers who are currently here on their given Sundays. They come ready to be the absolute best human they can be for these kids. This incredibly wonderful group of humans are who make up Kid City. In Kid City, we use the curriculum Orange. Orange is sort of, their overall theme this year is called Be Human. It basically is stemming from the fact that we've come out of a really hard season. The past couple of years, I'm just going to stick with my notes. It's better that way. The past couple of years were really rough. Many of us were left feeling vulnerable, afraid, skeptical, and with an impulse to withdraw to our safe places. We have tended to forget or just push aside adventures in life that we were really meant to live. The problem with this is that we are human, and we were created to be in community. We were not created to isolate. We were created to be together. And our kids, your kids, are here, and they really want to be together. So, Orange and me and us here at Life Church believe that this generation needs a new demonstration of faith, church, leadership, and community, and one that is more human than what has existed in the past. We are looking for leaders who will model a faith that shows these kids and teens how to be kind, be resilient, be courageous, be compassionate, be generous, and be human. Okay, my slide 1, please. Jamie, how do I start that? Thanks. Good. So we are looking for volunteers in all of our areas. Right now, we're looking for volunteers in our toddler preschool room, our elementary, our middle school, and our high school. We'll talk about high school later on this summer. We're going to try to revamp that yet again. High school is one that is a little bit messy for me, and I'm still working on that. Not just me. A lot of us are working on that. But we're going to get back to it. I'm looking for volunteers in all of those areas. Oh, I have a clicker. Click. Oh, go back. There we go. Thanks. I'm going to stop clicking. Jamie, you got this. Okay. This is one of my favorite quotes from Orange. Rita Pearson it says that she's a lifelong educator. She's also one of the people who write for some of our stuff on Orange. This quote says, "Every child deserves a champion, an adult who will never give up on them, who understands the power of connection and insists that they become the best that they can be." This is a really powerful statement for me personally. I wholeheartedly believe in this. I believe that every kid needs an adult outside of their home that they can trust and that they can love and that they feel that mutually. I think most of you know I'm a parent. I have a 12-year-old. She's lovely, but guys, she's a 12-year-old. So I have been working with middle schoolers for a very long time, for more than 15 years. And middle school is my favorite group. They are my favorite age group. Lindsay knows what I'm talking about. We got this together. Yeah, they're my favorite. I love, love, love them. And I remember when before I even had Kenzie, and like some of my moms are like, "You just wait until, your kid gets to middle school." And I was like, well, you are nuts. I work with middle schoolers. They are amazing. Well, you guys, I am really, really grateful that I have worked hard and prayed hard, and we have found Life Church because Kenzie needs this. She has leaders. She has had leaders since we've been here who are here for her, who love her, and would do anything for her. And when she talks to her counselor at school, do you know who she talks about? Her leaders at church. She says that they are the ones who have her back if she ever has any problems. And I get emotional because this is what I'm talking about. Every kid deserves that. My kid has it, and I'm so, so grateful for that. Because, you guys, I cannot be in the middle school room with her. Caroline, you got me. She's amazing, because it's really rough when they're in middle school. All right. Next slide, please. Thank you, Jamie. Our toddler and preschool, I'm going to get into just some basics, or some, not basics, age specifics. Our toddlers and preschoolers. You guys, if your child isn't up there, I'm really sorry. I'm terrible at taking pictures. But this is what we have. We have some really cute faces up there. Toddlers and preschoolers, they think like artists. They like to explore. Their world is full of wonder and imagination. They blend reality with imagination, and they learn through participation. They learn through play. Next slide. Thank you. Our elementary age kids. Elementary is a little small there. Sorry. Elementary age kids. These guys think like scientists. They want to know exactly what is right, and they want to prove it over and over and over again, and over and over again. They combine wonder with discovery to search for answers. They understand the world through concrete evidence that they can test again and again. And you'll see this if you've ever worked with elementary kids. Okay, next screen. Our middle and our high schoolers. They think like engineers and philosophers. Middle schoolers solve problems by connecting concepts so that they can work together. High schoolers, though, they want to discover the meaning. So our scientists want to figure it out, but the high schoolers, they want to know why. They want to know the meaning, and they learn best by processing out loud. So in high school, you do a lot of talking about things you didn't even know you were going to talk about, which is kind of cool. Okay, next slide. Okay, some frequently asked questions that I get is, if you're going to volunteer, is how often will I miss church? And that is very true. Our Kid City program runs during church. So if you do choose to volunteer with us, you will miss 1 or 2 Sundays a month, however often you choose to volunteer. 2 great things about that, though, is we do stream and record our services. Thank you, COVID, right? So we have those to watch at your convenience, so you won't miss out on church. You just watch it later, and you guys can call me I'm usually watching it later in the week, so we can watch it together. The second thing is working with Kid City children and teens is super, super fun, and like going back to what Christina said, it can help with your anxiety. Come on. We all need help with our anxiety right now, right? Okay, next slide. Okay, how much work will I need to put in? It's a very valid question. I'm here to tell you not a lot. All of our lessons are planned and prepped. They're ready to go for you every Sunday morning. We do have the lessons prepared for you to just look over. They're posted to our platform for you to look over before Sunday morning. We do have a training in August that's a couple hours on a Saturday morning, and then we'll have mini trainings throughout the year. Those are usually look like our 5 to 10 minutes meeting times before our Sunday mornings. So not a whole lot. Okay, last slide, I promise. What can you do? First, take a deep breath. I give you a lot of information, and I know working with kids isn't for everybody. So take a deep breath. It's okay. But I want you to think about your strengths and your values. What do you believe in? How do you feel? And then ask yourself if volunteering with some of these fun kids once or twice a month is a good fit for you. If you're still exploring, then you can go on to the next one, which is fill out that volunteer form in the app. You can ask any questions. I am happy to answer any questions you have. If you need my phone number, let me know. You can call me if you don't want to write things on the app. I want to know your questions. I want to make you feel comfortable in a process. And then you guys volunteer. You get to see me every day if you volunteer. That's kind of fun. Okay. Thank you very much for listening to me just blab on about kids, but it is a really big passion of mine, and I know we have the best volunteer crew right now. So before I leave and before I give this to Jamie, can we just please give a round of applause to all of our volunteers who are out there with those kids right now and every Sunday? Yeah. They are amazing. So thank you, guys.